Hi, it's Ashley from Learn English with Ashley. We are talking introductions. I want you to really be able to introduce yourself, tell somebody else about who you are, where you're from, what do you do, and for you to also be able to ask questions to that person and learn about them. Oftentimes, when we are learning another language, many of us are very afraid to speak in that language. By learning to really master your introductions, your statements, and your questions, this is going to give you the confidence to be able to have basic conversations in the English language. So now let's discuss meeting somebody for the first time. Someone who is just one person, not in a group setting. The first thing I would probably say is, "Hi, I'm Ashley," or "Hello, my name is Ashley." Either is acceptable, but we have to ask the person a question back. We want to know what their name is. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name could also be, what is your name? What is your name? But again, this is a contraction. What's your name? When we're speaking, we usually shorten words when possible. So, "Hi, I'm Ashley. What's your name?" Or, "Hello, my name is Ashley. What is your name?" Either is acceptable. Now, after they've told us their name, we will say probably one of two things. We'll either say, "It's nice to meet you." It's nice to meet you. It is nice to meet you. Again, we're contracting it and making it, "It's nice to meet you." Or, "It's a pleasure to meet you." It's a pleasure to meet you. Next, we might ask the person, "Where are you from?" Where are you from? Where are you from? My answer would be, "I'm from the United States." You could also say, "I am from the United States." But you have that "I am" or "I'm" if you're going to use the contraction. And remember, the contraction is usually what we use. So, "I'm from the United States." But we all know that the United States is a huge country, just like many other countries such as Mexico, Brazil, China, etc. So your next question to that person, like me, I said, "I'm from the United States." You might ask me, "Oh, whereabouts? Whereabouts?" So that's asking me, what part? Am I from California, New York, Tennessee? Whereabouts? So I said, "I am from the United States," and the other person says, "Whereabouts?" And my answer would be, "Oh, I'm from Florida. I'm from Florida." For some of my younger viewers, you might ask somebody that you're meeting, "How old are you?" How old are you? The person would respond with, "I am 17 years old," or "I am 18 years old." The important thing here is that when we talk about age in English, remember we use the verb to be. And also, do not forget, after you say, "I am 18 years," you must put in the old. "I am 18 years old," or "I am 17 years old." Another question that you could ask is, "What grade are you in?" What grade are you in? This is where those ordinal numbers really become important, and I have another video on ordinal numbers if you need to perfect those skills. My answer may be, "I am in 5th grade," or "I am in 8th grade," or "I am in 2nd grade," etc. You might also ask, "What school do you go to?" What school do you go to? What school do you go to? Let's say I go to the ABC school. I would say, "I go to the ABC school." I go to the, and the name of the school. You can use this to discuss elementary schools, middle schools, high schools, and the question is even relevant for universities. And for my university students, if you meet a potential friend, you could say, "What are you studying?" What are you studying? What are you studying? My response may be, "I'm studying political science," or "I am studying political science." Either is perfectly correct. You could also ask, "Do you have any siblings?" Do you have any siblings? You could also ask, "Do you have any brothers or sisters?" do you have any brothers or sisters? My response may be, yes, I have one sister. How about you? Do you have any siblings? Now, for my adults watching, you might ask, what do you do for a living? You're asking somebody what is their occupation or their job. What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? You could respond by saying, I am a doctor, or I'm a dentist, I'm a mechanical engineer. Or you could respond by saying, I work in marketing, I work in sales. Either way of responding would be correct. You might also ask, do you have any children? Or do you have any kids? My response would be, yes, I have 3 children. Or I would say, I have 3 kids. Now, children, it's important to recognize that children is actually the plural form of the word child. So by saying children, you do not need to add any S to the end. I have 3 children. I have 1 boy and 2 girls. Or I could say, I have 3 kids, 1 boy and 2 girls. Now, let's say, for example, you only have 1 child and somebody asks you, do you have any children? You would say, yes, I have 1 child. Thank you so much for joining me today to go over our introductions in the English language. I want you to keep practicing the questions that you would ask someone if you were to meet them, as well as really work on those statements of telling somebody about yourself.